A special thank you to each of our subscribers who make this channel possible. Here's today's story. In a dramatic turn of events, Los Angeles has become the epicenter of intense protests following a series of immigration raids conducted by U.S. Immigration and Customs Enforcement, ICE, on Friday, June 6, 2025. The raids, which resulted in the arrest of at least 44 individuals, have ignited a fierce backlash from community members and immigrant rights advocates, leading to confrontations with law enforcement that escalated over the weekend. The situation unfolded as ICE officers executed search warrants at multiple locations across the city, including a clothing warehouse in the Fashion District, where federal agents alleged that the employer was using fictitious documents for some of its workers. Additional arrests were reported outside popular establishments such as Home Depot and a donut shop, raising concerns about the targeting of undocumented individuals in everyday settings. As news of the raid spread, a large crowd gathered outside a federal detention center in downtown Los Angeles, chanting slogans such as "Set them free," "Let them stay," and holding signs proclaiming, "ICE out of LA." The atmosphere grew increasingly tense as protesters expressed their outrage at the government's actions, leading to clashes with law enforcement. In response to the escalating protests, law enforcement deployed riot gear and utilized tear gas and flashbang grenades to disperse the crowd. Videos captured by bystanders and news crews depicted chaotic scenes, with protesters attempting to block federal agents from making arrests and law enforcement pushing back with force. One protester was seen attempting to obstruct a moving vehicle, ultimately falling to the ground as tensions reached a boiling point. Los Angeles Mayor Karen Bass condemned the ICE raids, stating that the actions were designed to sow terror in the community. She expressed her support for the protesters, emphasizing the need for compassion and understanding towards immigrant families who are facing the threat of deportation. "Our community is under attack and is being terrorized. These are workers, these are fathers, these are mothers, and this has to stop," said Angelica Salas, executive director of the Coalition for Humane Immigrant Rights, CHIRLA, during a press conference. On the other hand, ICE Acting Director Todd Lyons defended the agency's operations, asserting that the enforcement of immigration laws is essential for public safety. He criticized Mayor Bass for what he described as her support for chaos and lawlessness, insisting that ICE would continue its efforts to apprehend criminal illegal aliens. The protests in Los Angeles are part of a broader national trend, as immigration authorities ramp up their enforcement efforts in line with the Trump administration's promises of mass deportations. Recent incidents in other cities, including San Diego and Minneapolis, have similarly sparked public outcry and demonstrations against perceived heavy-handed tactics by federal agents. As the situation in Los Angeles continues to develop, immigrant rights advocates are urging community members to remain vigilant and informed about their rights. Many are providing resources and support to those who may be targeted by ICE, reminding them not to sign any documents or engage with federal agents without legal representation. The fallout from these raids is expected to reverberate throughout the city, as families grapple with the uncertainty and fear that come with the threat of deportation. For many, the stakes are personal, like the case of 18-year-old Katia Garcia, who left school upon learning that her undocumented father might be among those targeted by ICE. "We never thought this would happen to us," she lamented, highlighting the emotional toll that such actions take on individuals and families. As protests continue and tensions remain high, the community is left to grapple with the implications of aggressive immigration enforcement and the ongoing struggle for immigrant rights in the United States. The events in Los Angeles serve as a stark reminder of the complexities surrounding immigration policy and the human stories that lie at its heart. That's all for this story. We upload videos every day covering many different subjects, so hit that subscribe button to stay informed. Thanks for watching.